some people's biggest fears have always been that at some point humanity is going to hit a brick wall when technology comes along and is able to do the job that humans do more efficiently, quicker, better all the way around. It's going to leave people without a job. A lot of people. Well, when you speak about this to some people want to laugh it off. They say it only happens, way off in the future. It'll never happen this day and age. Well, that's wrong, because this day and age, it's actually happening right now. This is Dongguan City in the Guangdong province in China. This company has set up a full shop here. This Shangying Precision Technology Company has set up automated production lines that use robotic arms to produce all the parts for the cell phones. It also has automated machine equipment, autonomous transport trucks, and other automated equipment in the warehouse. Now, there's still some people working there. There are people that walk over and inspect the lines, launch emergency shutdowns, able to do things the robot may not see or pick up on. And that's my point, is there's always going to be a fine line to where it doesn't matter how far along you come. These are always going to have to be babysat, especially when you want to talk about artificial intelligence. It really can start to get scary. And in this instance, people are looking at this in China like, wow, if they keep this up and they do this everywhere, none of us are going to have a job. When 90% of the humans have been replaced by robots in this one facility. So it's not of the future is now. And that's the truth. It's happening today, this day and age. And it's only going to continue to grow at this point like this. I've seen other shops throughout the years, printing industry, that have evolved along the same lines, where the printing machines, some that used to have long lines and connected to big binderies and everything else that would bind all this stuff together. There's a huge process that went all the way across the warehouse. And it had men from the front to the back of the press, maybe a 10-man crew, and the bindery could be filled with almost 100 people doing different things. What you're seeing today is, if you walk back into some of those same print shops, is that there's less than half the amount of people, half the amount of management, and the place is just automated and flowing, where rolls are automatically loaded onto the back of the press, where sensors and newer technology have been set up to stop the press in an emergency situation, to keep it running at a good speed if everything is good, to keep ink flowing. And it used to be that if there was a backup on some of these lines coming down, you'd have to have somebody run over and get it out of there by hand or shut down the line. Now they have robots that can simply watch over the top of the line, and if there's something wrong, it will send a claw down, like a game you see in an arcade room. It'll send a claw down and snatch up that piece, and sometimes even correct it and fix it back the right way. Other arms will shoot out. It's pretty wild. And it's all technology. And as you witness this process in your industry, if you're fortunate enough to, it's a real eye-opener. I've seen this, like I said, over more than the past decade, 15 years, different places that were literally warehouses packed full of men that are down to a very small amount of people, and they have automated services all the way around. Even the guys that used to pick up the end product on the end and put it on a skid and haul it off to a spot, they have little robots that come over on sleds and go in direct lines and have direct routes where they back up and they drop everything off, and people are not allowed to walk through that area and all that. Things changing. And these robots have their own pathway and area to move back and forth in and everything, and that's going to continue to grow, especially when the guys at the top are looking at this and they're saying, wow, I'm saving this much money. Yeah. That's why they're going this route, all in all. But at the end of the day, like I said, there's always going to have to be a human hand or several overseeing operations, no matter what it is, to make sure things don't get out of hand. There's always glitches. Things can be hacked. You see? So, it's in my belief, technology should never be allowed to roam freely, free thinking, ever on this planet. Reason being is because there's too much wickedness and evil here. If we were on a better plane, and this was a better experience with righteous men and spirits and entities around us on this rock, it'd be different. But we have a lot of wicked men here on this planet that want to use this technology to torture, kill, and for their own profit. And in the process of that, a lot of other people suffer. That's why we got to make it up off this rock. It's about vibration, love, energy. It's real and it's key. Learn about it. It's been Dabu7. Much love.